My name's Rhapsody, and welcome back to Reintroducing the Watcher. It's time to do Ascension 6, where we start each run damaged. Ooh, okay, lose all gold for 14 more max HP. What path are we going to be taking? There's a 4 elite path. No, this is the 3 elite path. Sorry, it just looked like a 4 elite path. But it has an opening of a bunch of fights. If I dodge that one, I can go do the Emerald Elite fight and then run out in this direction. No, I'm going to change my opening relic. Fine. Philosopher's Stone, gain energy at the start of your turn. All enemies start combat with 1 strength. So my path is going to be out here. Pick a bunch of cards before the first elite. Having extra energy gives me so many more options here. So 9, 12, 12, 24. That's not enough. We got lethal in the next hand. Stance Potion as well as Worship, Crush Joints, Deceive Reality. You don't turn down Worship in the first base. You just don't. I'm gonna go to a Questo. Ooh, good Questo. That's the Centennial Puzzle. The first time you lose HP in each combat, draw 3 cards. Pretty big fan of it, frankly. Really? Ugh. Just nothing I can do in that hand. Sometimes you'll have a great opening where you take absolutely no damage for a while, and then sometimes you'll have an opening like this one. Foreign Influence versus Flurry of Blows versus Evaluate. I'm going to take a Foreign Influence here just to pad the deck and give us a little more power for the upcoming elites. Okay. I mean, if Unload's just going to straight up murder a target for me, it's going to be the choice I take. It's a Calm as well. And finish him off. Perseverance, definitely there. I hate this. So I'm going to be weakened constantly, and I'm always going to be having 24 incoming damage every single turn. This is not... I have had 4 fights. And this wasn't even a fight. I have 3 fights. And now, in this space, 24 damage every single turn. I get weakened 2 times every single turn. And if I ever hit the Mad Gremlins, they get more aggressive. This needs to be later. It is too early for this to show up. It's just guaranteed damage. Take a quick slash here. Oh, I couldn't even get another defend there, so I'm going to have to play the Perseverance. Fine. This is what I'm talking about. In terms of, like, some openings will just dunk on you, and there's not really that much you can do about it. Alright, now it's manageable. All I had to do was take like 40 damage in this fight. It wasn't 40, it was more like 20. The only problem is I was doing this so that I could now go for 2 elites, and now that's impossible. I'm gonna have to veer off to the other side, take a rest before the first elite. Like, my whole first floor has just gotten completely screwed by that. It happens, though. The key is to find what ways you can be resilient. How can I fix it? How can I save the run? And at this point, I'm happy to talk about saving the run. This is a I need to suddenly save this run situation. I like Sunder. Sunder a frontline target, giving me the possibility of killing him next turn. I mean, I could do it, but I shouldn't. I mean, Eruption here works. Yeah, it does. All right, Eruption. Sunder, and that gives me the energy back at the Sands of Time. Ice Cream energy is now conserved between turns. Very good. And Devotion. Yep, we're doing it. We're doing it. This is a build now. Now I just need damage. That's another Worship. Do I take another Worship? No, I need Vajra. Starting to combat with 1 strength. Yep. Shuriken every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 strength. Okay, we can gain strength as the Watcher now. Huge. Absolutely monumentally huge. Okay, Eruption, Beam Cell, and then Sense of Time. Flying Sleeves, sorry. Flying Sleeves, definitely. Yeah, multi-hit. Retains in hand as well. Take the damage there. I'm going to anger them. It's going to be a rough fight, but I do have potions for it. I'm going to dupe that potion, actually. Frontline is going to be the only one attacking next turn, likely. Oh, no, the backline is also having to go. Meteor Strike. If only I had the Foreign Influence upgraded, I'd actually be able to play that here. Let's go. Crush Joints, Eruption, Flying Sleeve the backline, or do I want to just strike the backline? There we go. Odd Mushroom, when vulnerable, take 25% more damage rather than 50, and then Windmill Strike. Yep. Yep. We need Windmill Strike, Foreign Influence, and Devotion upgraded. First one's going to be Windmill Strike, second will be Devotion. Unfortunately, you know, is gonna be really, really annoying. That I meant is the Hexaghost is gonna be really annoying. I'm gonna take a second Windmill Strike. In fact, I'm actually gonna upgrade that as well. This is a Windmill Strike deck that just blows up the enemy on the turn that it finally triggers Devotion. Getting all my retain cards in hand at the very start. I cannot wait to try and find an establishment here. Sure, Cold Snap. That's a little bit of defense. I have no orb slots. Excuse me? That's bugged. Every character is supposed to have 1 invisible orb slot so they can actually utilize cards like that. So I think Foreign Influence isn't giving me an orb slot. It's supposed to. No. It's definitely broken behavior if it doesn't. I also need some more defense in this. Okay. Let's go Eruption, Strike, Cold Snap, and then Vigilance. And the next turn, Sands of Time, Windmill Strike, Windmill Strike. That's a lot of damage. That's a second devotion. I don't want to be in Mantra every second turn, actually. This is a slow build-up kind of deck. Deus Ex Machina is also a little bit of a problem because I don't want that many cards in my hand. Wish is too slow. Is it too slow? We still really need defense. I'm gonna take Wish for the possibility of using it for played it. Yeah. Yeah. Look at the cost of this deck. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's Snack Away. And we have Ice Cream. Oh, good lord. Okay. I'm gonna take this path with the early shop. It's only 2 elites, but it's really good. Look at that Wish. Alright. So, Wish for strength, and then this is 9 by 5. Yeah, we have lethal. Right, and then 18 by 5. Seems good to me. I don't want another Windmill Strike, I'm done. I might be done with, like, adding cards to the deck at all. Oh, please. Please, Necro. Necronomicon. Unfortunately, my cards are no longer guaranteed. I'm healing here. My cards are no longer guaranteed to be high cost enough to trigger Necro, but that doesn't matter. It's still incredible. I'm taking another Mantra, definitely. I save the extra energy from it anyway with that Ice Cream. Strange Spoon, don't really want those cards back. Toy Ornithopter and the Ancient Tea Set. Honestly, the best thing here is probably starting to remove the cards from the deck that I don't want at this point, like Foreign Influence. But honestly, Foreign Influence, I would play for 1, whereas I wouldn't play a strike for 1, so let's get the strikes out. And I desperately need more defense, to the point that maybe I should consider Empty Body. But I'll take Blind. No! Fine. Blind is 0 cost. It's not excellent. But I do need some weakness somewhere. Okay. I'm gonna wish for the money here, because it's just time to worship, and then boom, double blow them up. Don't need any of those. Definitely don't need them, I mean. Let's get the wish upgraded, especially considering how significantly easier, most of the time at the very least, it is to play now. Potion defend, I guess single strikeout as well as the regen potion probably here. Seems like a good idea. Okay, start with vigilance, defend. I'm gonna wish for plated armor as well. So that's 21 block here. No, we still need more. This is the kind of turn I'm looking for. Worship, worship. Let's go for... I'll kill you. That'll double cast there, and then we'll kill you. Beautiful. With specifically, like, a Snack OI and a couple copies of Worship, you can just blow enemies up like that. It's incredible. Don't... I need Protect, basically, is like the best defensive card for me. I kind of want to rest here. Yeah, just in case. Oh, Mori, negate the next two curses you obtain. I like that, this early especially. Only about halfway through the game. As far as I'm concerned, that's early. Wish for the plated armor, because I just don't want to take that much damage this turn. Also throw out a worship, I guess. Even Sands of Time. Yeah, I simply just need more defensive cards in the deck overall. Okay. There's our extra worship, and then boom, boom. Anchor, starting combat with 10 block, as well as crush joints. Yeah, getting the vulnerability on enemies is real big. It was upgraded as well. Don't really want flex potion over any of those. Sure. I don't even get the curse. Perfect. Let's get the Sands of Time upgrade for the damage. It's 18 more damage when I'm actually throwing it out in Divinity. I think one of those is actually even playable. I can actually just kill. No. This build is not going to the heart. It builds up to a certain turn and it does its thing. It's, I mean, if I got a lot of defense next floor, maybe? Yeah, I guess if I got a lot of defense next floor, maybe I'd do it. Just gonna have to murder that frontliner there. It's the best defense that I have. Actually, I had Eruption Windmill Strike for the kill at the very end there as well. Oops. Pressure points collect Tranquility. Don't need those. I'll rest. I don't want to get screwed over by a bad hand, so I'm giving myself a little bit more space between me and where I usually feel comfortable. I don't want to throw any of those. I'm going to save the extra energy. It's a boss fight. I should wish for strength. Okay. These are the kinds of turns I don't love. Let's go Devotion. Foreign Influence finds nothing I really want. Perfect. Let's go Worship, gaining a bunch of energy. And then Windmill, Windmill, Sands of Time, Flying Strike, Flying Strike. Yep. Good build. Very good. I kind of want to take the lessons learned upgrading cards for me, because I'm having trouble upgrading them myself. I don't want to retain every card in every hand. I could negate the Calling Bell's curse here. Or more negate the next two curses you obtain, negate the curse from the Calling Bell, get 3 relics. There's also the Corn Chip here, doubles the effectiveness of potions. I don't like double the effectiveness of Stance Potion. I don't think does anything at the moment, so it's not like you change stance twice. Okay. I'm gonna go with the Calling Bell. Toll of the Bell cannot be removed from my deck, but it doesn't add itself. Strike Dummy. Cards containing strike deal 3 additional damage, as well as the Tungsten Rod. Whenever you lose HP, lose 1 less. And the Orichalcum, if you end your turn without block, gain 6 block. It's fine. Honestly, not huge, but fine. Okay. So Lessons Learned will actually double cast against the target here. I'm going to do that and get my upgrade. And I'm going to wish for money, especially because I have a shop in the next space. Cool. So, Eruption, Flying Sleeves, Windmill Strike. Pressure Point's just lucky and Empty Body. No. Actually, a Weak Potion's probably better than an Attack Potion for us right now. Choose a skill. Started combat without any opening hands. Closest would be like Wish. Want to draw into it as early as possible. Sure, let's do that. Just take Wish. And then I do want to try and get another card out of my deck. Spirit Shield is actually really, really, really good when you have Snecko Eye. And it's all the defense I wanted. It makes no sense that I ignored Spirit Shields for as long as I did in that shop. I should have taken it almost instantly. Okay. Spirit Shields. And then I'm going to wish for Monet. Because I've got 3 more question marks along the perspective line here. Pass. Gosh, I need another Spirit Shield. I'm not playing to defend. Doricalcum has better defense for me right now. Sucks that Worship's on the bottom of the deck here. Let's go Vigilance, Perseverance, Defends. Unfortunately allowing the resummon here. Establishment would be great, but it would also limit the ability for me to use the Necronomicon to double the impacts that I'm trying to double. So it'd be great, limited though. Fine. Don't get to use Lessons Learned for the kill there, but it's okay. Don't really want any of those. I mean, it's still a wish. I'm fine with the enemy gaining block. That's totally okay. Let's go. Foreign Influence finds, I guess, a Crush, and then Flying Sleeves on top to change your mode. That's bad. Change it again. That's good. Whew. Really got saved there. Alright. Flowship, Crush, boom. Boom. None of those happily again. Sweet. Rest of this plays itself. I'll only take the 100 gold there. I've lost all my charges of my Mori already. Should I Spirit Shield Worship? I'm a Spirit Shield, Foreign Influence, finding Bowling Bash, great. So Bowling Bash just takes out one of the targets for me already. Gets me another point of strength as well. I'm very, very reliant on my ability to either kill this turn or get out of this form in this turn. Both worships being 3 costs is a little bit annoying. Go for that. I'm also going to weaken you. That'll double cast against the backliner. Not going to use the second worship here. Play that one and throw those out of hand. Beautiful. Windmill Strike next turn gets lethal. But first, wish for money. Preserved insect enemy league combats have 25% less HP. Yeah, great time for it. Honestly, I don't want to upgrade as many of those as I just want to rest. Make sure that I live. If I have high HP going into the boss fight, I'm just probably going to win. Oh my god. Double worship on the first turn. Neat. And then that just kills the target for me. If I gain strength, that'll kill the target for me as well, and then I can fully defend. Beautiful. What a great opening turn right there. Let's find some foreign influence. Eruption will do it. Alright. Halt, protect, pre-upgraded protect. Exactly the kind of card I was looking for right there. Potion belt, won't pick up gain 2 potion slots. I still have the ability to try and go to the heart. I'm going to try and go to the heart. Don't think it's a good idea, but I'm going to do it. Devotion, wish. Honestly, defense could be really bad here. We've already lost our spirit shield, so I'm going to take live forever, just in case. 45 this turn. I have no defense. Do not want to see that. Well. Good thing I figured that was about to happen to us. Okay, worship and then crush joints. Single sets of time. Great kill. Another pre-upgraded protect, but there's also a pre-upgraded swivel. Gain 11 block. The next attack you play costs 0. Just a free attack out of my hand. I don't actually have that many attacks. And I never have difficulty playing them. Okay. I'm going to recall because I might need to rest before the boss. Or I might need to upgrade something I just happened to pick up soon. Okay, good upgrade on the blind at least. Let's go protect, unupgraded worship. Single strike to the back line. Not going to use the sense of time yet. Fine. Option double casts itself, giving me the ability to kill the backliner. Then I'm going to use this to get back into calm so that I can try and defend. Ah, it should have just been the Orichalcum defending me. That's my bad. Let's worship, then spirit shield, and boom. All the protects! We need an establishment now. Give me an establishment game, please. For gosh sake, please give. Take out both the chumps and put myself in grave danger. I've got the stance potion to get out of it just in case, by the way. Looks like that just in case, by the way, is going to have to be utilized. totally fine. I am weak in this turn, but we ought to still have lethal. Nunchaku, every time you play 10 attacks, gain an energy. Reach Heaven. The problem with Reach Heaven is... Oh, by the way, scroll, draw until your hands are full, upgrades to 0 cost. Reach Heaven. The problem with the upgraded Reach Heaven is that I still have to draw into the Through Violence, which will then change its own cost. Blood Bowl, the start of each combat, heal for 2 HP. Sure. I'm going to rest one more time and then go for the boss fight, and I have got all of the keys, so we will be going for a heart fight after this as well. We're not going to play blind enough times here for it to actually matter. I'm going to wish for more plated armor, actually. Vigilance, Worship, Defend. Do I just roll another Defend, or do I roll the Protect? Another Defend takes us to 31. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, 30, sorry. It's fine. I only take 1 damage. I'm gonna Worship and blow someone up this turn, I think. One down. Ooh. Joke's a bit late, but thank you. So I just picked up 2 debuffs on Donu there, so now I actually will have the ability to debuff Donu. 24. 18 for free, and then that'll double strike, single strike, but that's going to get me my Nunchaku as well as my trigger of Shuriken. Yep. That fight was over for a while. Pretty much as soon as I picked up the Snecko Iron, I was already leaning into a deck that could utilize it. 1050, but now it's time for the real fight. That was also a really quick run. Sometimes it happens like that, yo. Sometimes it just do. It's a lot of extra block on Spirit Shield turns to upgrade it. Knowing what I'm about to draw is really huge here. No longer becoming frail is giant as well. The thing is, if I take Ancient Potion, it will prevent me from becoming vulnerable in the heart fight. I think I have to take that, and I have to take the Weak Potion. I have to guarantee that the heart is weak and that I'm not vulnerable. Because I only have 67 max HP. I can't afford all of it. Should definitely be plated armor. All right. Good God, that attack is big. I didn't mean to skip. I was trying to look at the board. Oh, yeah. That sucked. Well, thankfully it's still all okay. It wasn't really that much of a problem for us. Protect. Heck, I don't even need to roll anything else out there. Let's crush those joints and keep stabbing away. Got him. Boot. Whenever you deal 4 or less unblocked attack damage, increase it to 5 as well as a pre-upgraded Windmill Strike. I'm not going to turn that down. Are you kidding me? Whole idea of the build so far. Let's go Vigilance and then Wish. I need the plated armor, unfortunately. Also going to get a Power Potion out, see what we get. Foresight so that I can scry past the bad cards that I don't necessarily want to draw. Weaken the enemy. That should be next turn, but honestly it doesn't matter because it's this and then 2 attacks and then another buffing turn. And then I'm going to drink the artifact here, so it prevents the vulnerability from being applied, but then the weakness applies anyway. The frailty doesn't apply because of turnip. I want those cards. Sure. Great turn. Spirit Shield is absolutely incredible here. Okay. I'm going to double strike and then single strike, getting the point of strength there. Okay, let's go protect. Sorry, worship. The tungsten rod is protecting me against the beat of death, by the way, here. So, worship. And then double drop that. Also going to weaken the enemy. Now it matters that I played the weakness potion on the wrong turn. I could have had the enemy weakened for the turn after this as well. I only want the upgraded defend there. Fine. Okay. First things first, we'll go worship. You're kidding me. Oh, you're not kidding me, are you? Tell you what happened there is I thought I had one more mantra already. I must have mistaken it for a different thing that I was already holding. That's rough. Great, and then actually, if I eruption now, next turn I windmill strike up, get the kill. That extra windmill strike actually really came in clutch. We almost managed to throw there at the very end, by the way, but we fixed it. All's right with the world. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. That has been Reintroducing the Watcher, Ascension 6. With a heart kill at the very end, using a pretty ridiculous Necronomicon double cast Snack OI divinity deck. I have no unfortunately, these episodes are always titled Reintroducing the Watcher, number, and then the Ascension. So I can't put in the title that this was absolutely insane. But if you turned up and you saw the insanity, then, yeah, well done. This is the reward for being a diligent viewer. Sincerely much appreciated. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.